no turn off.
Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And there will be no return on this one. Ball bounds into the end zone. Handoff to the single back. Look out, he's got room. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running to the left. Running into the open space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
To throw, it's Slagway. Using his feet to buy time. Got his man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
Pulls it in. It's Sturdivant. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
On the ground. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Moore to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to take off. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do.
He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after. And get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Going to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Sturdivant.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Quarterback may change this route. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Hughes. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Under fire. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Sets up the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield. field, going for it the wise move. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Caught near the sticks. It's Livingston. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Handoff to the single running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass. Going for it all. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense Really nice.
Looking deep. Oh, dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
As a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays.
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... out to the 25-yard line. in time, it'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single, single. Red 29.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Dampier. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Utes will hustle to the line.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. It's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
On the run, deep down the right side. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Took a shot as he threw.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it out with a touchdown.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Moving away from pressure. And it's caught for the 2, and they have an 8-0 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Rush is on him. A little floater there, and that falls incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. This time on target. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Floats it out in space. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Keeps looking downfield. Unleashes one. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Under fire. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there.